Hi guys, it's Ashley, and today I'm going to be talking about the books I read in May and the books I'm going to be reading in June, so let's get started. The first book that I read in May I mentioned in my last TBR wrap-up because I had actually finished it by the time I filmed that, and that was A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I have a full 30-minute book talk up for this. I'll leave it linked down below. No explanation needed. I gave it 5 stars. Was thinking actually about 4.5. I'm probably gonna give it a 4.5 now that I'm like actually thought about it. Great book. Really loved it. Go check out my book talk if you want to know more. The next book that I read in June, I actually started in May and finished in June, I think, and that is Tosh Hearts Tolstoy by Catherine Ormsby. You've probably seen this book around my channel now, like in every video, because I feel like every video I filmed today, I've mentioned this book at least once. But it's worth mentioning because it was so freaking good. I do have a full spoiler-free book talk that should be up before this video is going up, so I will leave that linked down below as well. All in all, I really loved this book, and I loved everything in it, and I loved the characters, and just everything that happened. I loved it so much. Short little synopsis. Tosh makes a web series based off Anna Karenina. It goes viral, and she has to deal with the new coming fame that comes along with going viral and everything like that. And mixed up in between are family drama and friend drama and, you know, finding herself, coming to terms with her sexuality, things like that make this book really interesting and a really great read. The next book that I read in the month of May was actually The Dark Prophecy by Rick Riordan. This is book 2 in the Trials of Apollo series, and ignore the stickers. I got it at Walmart, so just ignore that. I think I actually gave this one 4.5 stars. Maybe? I can't remember. It was 4.5 or 5. Either way, I loved it as usual. It was a little slow going in the beginning, but I really picked up toward the end, let me tell ya. I feel like this book has been everywhere on BookTube because I feel like Disney Hyperion has been sponsoring like everybody's videos. They're not sponsoring mine, but I feel like they have been with everybody else, so I'm not sure how much of a synopsis I need to give for this. Apollo has been cast down as a mortal on Earth and has to try to get back his godlyhood. That's kind of the premise of it, so it's really good, really funny. I highly suggest picking it up, especially if you've read Percy Jackson, because the haikus kill you. Let me tell you. And the final book that I read in the month of May, you know, fully, was Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I actually finished this book after I said last month that I couldn't get past 100 pages. I pushed through and I finished it, and I definitely enjoyed it more than I remembered that I did. Like I said, it was just knowing what was going to happen kind of put me off from reading the book, because the entire beginning is just Tessa figuring out what's happening, and like, I already know what's gonna happen. I don't want to read about an explanation of what's happening. I just want to get to the things I forgot. And so once I pushed past that 100 pages though, like, everything was just things that had just been, woo, blown in one ear out the other. So, although I'm not really sure that applies now that I'm thinking about it, because you don't really listen to a book unless you're listening to an audiobook, and I wasn't, I was reading it. But if I said like through one eye and out the other, that wouldn't make any sense. Would it? Either way, very excited to keep going with the rest of the series again, to, you know, remember more of what I had forgotten, because I had forgotten a lot, as usual. I also started 2 books in May, but I didn't finish them. The first one was City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. This one, I think I got like 125 pages in, and then had to stop because I had to read a book for school. But I'm planning on continuing to read that. I'm not sure if we're still doing like the live show things. I haven't really talked to any of the people that I've been, you know, doing it with. So if we do, I will let you guys know the date of that. And if not, then, you know, I'm just gonna enjoy rereading them anyways. And the book that I actually stopped City of Fallen Angels to read for school was Stephen King's On Writing. I don't have it with me right now. It's in the other room and I really don't feel like getting it, but it's kind of just like his memoir slash, you know, skills of the craft that I have to read for a creative writing class, and it's really a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be, because I know nothing about Stephen King, like literally nothing. He writes horror, that's it. So learning more about his life and like how he came to be a writer and the things that he uses when he's writing, like, it's really interesting and I'm really enjoying it. And so now on to what I'll be reading in June. I don't really have anything planned for June, honestly, right now. You guys are probably shocked that I didn't bring up Lord of Shadows in this. 2 reasons. One, I have had so much homework because I'm taking 3 summer classes and I was insane, so I haven't had a chance to really pick up anything but school books and school homework. And also, beyond that fact, I don't want anybody to die yet, so I'm kind of putting it off as much as I can, even though I want to know what's gonna happen, because, you know, Christine and Emma already have their book talks up, and I'm like, girls, I can't move that fast, okay? Like, just wait, hold up a second. That's why you haven't, you know, seen or heard me talk about it at all. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm prolonging the inevitable, and I just need to get it over with, but I can't because I have schoolwork, and it's like, I want to, but I can't, and I can't, but I want to, and I just, it's not a good mixture, guys. It's not a good mixture. So I will most likely be reading that book in June. The beginning of June is a little iffy for me because I will be going to BookCon in the beginning of the month, and I'm staying about a week, to kind of like sightsee and do the whole New York thing. So when I get back, I'll definitely be reading more, but I'll also have to do homework. So again, I don't know how that's gonna balance out. So because of all of the like ifs, ands, or buts, you know, going on in the month of June, I don't have a solid TBR planned out. The only thing that I know I'm probably going to read is Lord of Shadows, and other than that, I probably won't want to get into another fantasy after Lord of Shadows, so I'm thinking about picking up, you know, a lot of my contemporaries that I mentioned in my, you know, summer reading video, and also some middle grade that I've recently gotten from my Owl Creek Juniors. Things to just like kind of lighten the mood after all of this schoolwork and all of this death that I'm gonna be seeing in Lord of Shadows. So, you know, something really light, and you guys will be seeing what I'll reading when I post videos and do updates on Goodreads and things like that. So I'm sorry I don't have anything really solid to go off of for the month, but, you know, I'm kind of excited to see what this is going to bring me because I'm not gonna have any expectations, and I'm just gonna pick up what I feel. And I'm very, very excited for that. So please let me know what you guys are planning on reading in June down below. That is going to be it for this video, you guys. Thank you so, so much for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye!